Remember me? This wasn't an accident, was it? Being here, meeting like this.
Can you imagine living like this? How much do you think you'd need?
20 million?
I was thinking 40.
So what do you have to do to get $40 million?
Julia Roberts and Clive Owen play a game of cat and mouse. I'm Ben Lyons from E! Entertainment.
And I'm Ben Mankiewicz from Turner Classic Movies. Do not be thrown by the trailers to the Julia Roberts, Clive Owen movie Duplicity. This is not a CIA MI6 spy thriller. It's more of a satirical look at corporate espionage. Roberts and Owen are former spies now working at competing corporate giants. Companies that make everything from food to hair care products to lotions and creams. There's a difference. But not surprisingly, we learned Roberts and Owen have a history from their spy days, one Roberts denies.
You clearly have me confused with someone else.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not great on names. I should be. I try. Faces, I'm definitely better. Faces, I'm like a B, B minus. Where I'm good, where I really excel, people I've slept with. That's been a traditional area of strength for me.
This story, to borrow a phrase many of us learned in The Sting, is a long con. And writer-director Tony Gilroy effectively uses flashbacks to deliberately mislead the audience as to who's conning whom. Playing the CEOs of the rival companies are two of the best actors in the business, Tom Wilkinson and Paul Giamatti. Giamatti here plots with Roberts and Owen to take down Wilkinson.
Who picked this place?
You have a problem.
It's a little bright.
So this gentleman here is...
I know who he is.
You do? Even with the hat?
She's a trained professional.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know somebody is getting conned in Duplicity, but I have to admit, I had it wrong. There are a few moments where you'll certainly have to suspend disbelief, but Owen and Roberts have nice chemistry as lovers completely incapable of trusting each other.
Claire, I swear on all things good and true, I have no idea who they belong to. And the fact that you don't believe me, the fact that we've been through everything that we've been through, and that you still don't trust me on this is quite frankly disturbing.
Well, in that case, I'll put them back on.
And Gilroy keeps it all moving at a steady, stylish pace. Ben, I think Duplicity is worth seeing.
I appreciate the fact that you mentioned the trailers at the top of your review, because whether they look like a CIA thriller or romantic comedy, it doesn't really capture the spirit of this movie.
Yeah.
And this is a really good movie, and I think people should see it. Tony Gilroy, who's one of the more accomplished writers in Hollywood, has finally caught the directing bug, and he did Michael Clayton from 2 years back, and now with Duplicity, he's developing a nice body of work. And you mentioned the style and pace of the film, and I think that's what works here with Duplicity. There are these little vignettes, these flashbacks to Owen and Roberts getting to know each other over the years that are nice sort of bookends as we move forward throughout the story. And I think they did a much better job using the locations in this film than Owen did a few months back in The International opposite Naomi Watts. That was a whole CIA international film, and around the world, the locations didn't hold up like they did here in Duplicity.
You mentioned the little vignettes. There's one in particular with Carrie Preston, who plays essentially a corporate travel agent who has a brief fling with Clive Owen, and I thought she was really terrific and worth mentioning. You know, Julia Roberts has not headlined a movie as Julia Roberts in above the title since 2003, going all the way back to Mona Lisa Smile.
And supporting work over the years,
sure,
Raise a Family, but yeah, not
cast,
like Julia Roberts and Clive Owen. Sure.
And I think generally the reaction to this will be that Julia Roberts still has it.
Ben, something else that people are going to take away from this film is that Clive Owen is funny. He's pretty charming and charismatic in this. He's always the guy in the suit and kind of brooding in other films, but here he shows a comedic side to him, which I was really impressed by. I definitely see Duplicity.